Picture this. What if I told you that some of the most advanced trucks on the road today are not what many drivers actually want? It sounds strange, right? In a world full of touchscreens, sensors, and automated systems, you would expect every driver to prefer modern trucks, but that's not what's happening. In fact, many experienced drivers are going back to something older, simpler, and in many ways more real. I'm talking about machines like the Kenworth W900, a truck that has been around for decades and still refuses to fade away. Now, when you first look at it, you immediately notice the difference. That long nose, that massive chrome grille, that bold, square body design. It doesn't try to look modern. It doesn't try to be subtle. It stands out and it owns the road. And maybe that's part of the reason why people still love it. Because today, most trucks are built for efficiency. They're designed to cut through the air, to save fuel, to reduce emissions. And yes, they do that very well. But somewhere along the way, something changed. Trucks stopped feeling like machines and started feeling like systems. Take a modern truck, for example, like the freightliner Cascadia. It's comfortable, quiet, and packed with technology. You've got digital displays, automated driving assistance, and sensors for almost everything. On paper, it sounds perfect, but in reality, more technology means more things that can go wrong. A small sensor fails, and suddenly the whole system reacts. A warning light appears, power gets limited, and now you're stuck dealing with something that you can't even fix yourself. Repairs become expensive, time-consuming, and sometimes frustrating. Now compare that to something like the W900. There's no unnecessary complexity, no overload of electronics, just solid engineering and mechanical strength. And when something goes wrong, you can actually understand it. You can fix it. And most importantly, you can trust it. But this isn't just about reliability. It's about how it feels to drive. Because driving a truck like this is a completely different experience. You're not just sitting behind a wheel. You're connected to the machine. Every gear shift matters. Every sound tells you something. And that deep engine rumble, you don't just hear it. You feel it. It's raw. It's powerful. And it's real. And for many drivers, that feeling is everything. It reminds them of why they started in the first place. Because for a lot of people, this isn't just a job. It's something they grew up loving. Building model trucks as kids, watching big rigs roll down the highway, dreaming about being behind that will one day. And when they finally get there, they don't want something that feels like a computer system. They want something that feels alive. Something that responds to them. Something that gives them control. Now, to be fair, modern trucks are not bad. They are safer, more fuel efficient, and much easier for new drivers to handle. And for many companies, that's exactly what they need. Lower fuel costs, standardized systems, less physical effort. It all makes sense. But for drivers who value experience, who value connection, who value that raw feeling of the road, it's not enough. Because at the end of the day, driving isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about how you get there. It's about the sound, the control, the presence, and the identity that comes with it. That's why, even today, you'll still see these classic trucks out on the road. Not because they have to be there, but because drivers choose them. And that choice says everything. So now the real question is, what would you choose? A modern truck with all the latest technology, or a classic machine that gives you raw power and real control? Would you go for comfort? Or would you go for character? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more trucking content articulated lorry fire. Because here, It's not just about trucks, it's about the road and the feeling of driving it your way.